Hi Taurus, welcome to your weekly love messages. These will be from the 12th until the 18th of July. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down in the comment section below. Also, these are general love readings, so they're not going to resonate with every single person every single week. Oh, I'm yawning, I'm so sorry. That's okay. If it's not resonating with you this week, you've got a couple of options. You can either hang around with us until the end. I'm going to do a 3-card pick a card. That means you can ask any question you like of the universe and get some clarity from the Angel Answers deck. Or you can hit that notification button and go and check out one of the other tarot readers here on YouTube. Today we're going to look at your love situation, your feelings, your person's feelings, most likely outcome, romance angel, advice. We will get your life lesson for this week from the Soul's Journey Lessons cards, and I'll read that from the book. And then, of course, we'll move into our 3-card pick a card. If you feel like you need a personal reading, you can find all of the details, including how to reach me, down in the description box below. If I'm not responding to your email, please reach out to me again. I've had all sorts of email issues lately with things going to my junk mail, and I can't work it out because some of these people are repeat customers and they've never had a problem before. So it's something weird. Outlook, don't know what it's doing. Let's get started and have a look what's happening for you this week. So love messages, please, for Taurus. Love messages for Taurus. Love messages for Taurus. Ew, decisions, Taurus. Now, we're off the back of a new moon this week too, so there may be a lot of purging happening, which can often cause decisions. All right, you're starting to see a situation for what it really is, instead of what you hoped it looked like, and this is causing you, to need to make some decisions and have some quite honest conversations with the Page of Sword here. 2 more, please. Oh, yeah, but this is something you want to improve, or it's like you do want to create magic here with the Magician. You haven't given up on it, but there's just you've brought some honesty to the situation. 1 more, please. Yeah, okay, the World card. I think you know that as it stands, it needs to, how it's been needs to end. So it can't stay in the current state that it's been in. There will need to be some changes, and we'll clarify that in a minute. So let's talk about the 2 of Wands, please. What are we looking at for the 2 of Wands? What are we deciding for the 2 of Wands? What are we thinking about, making decisions about? 2 of Wands. Now, I am looking at that bird representing some freedom there. Yeah, maybe some emotional unavailability in this situation. And maybe that's what needs to change, either from you or the other person. 1 more, please. Betrayal. Or at least the feeling of betrayal. I don't know that there has been actual betrayal. Tell me more about that 5 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, this is definitely a sense of not wanting to lose out in this situation. With the 4 of Cups in reverse, it's almost like someone feels like they did miss an opportunity, or they don't want to miss an opportunity. But there is this sense of betrayal. There's this lack of emotional forthrightness. And I think that that's what you're starting to see. This is, you have faith that this will change, that something can be created, but as it stands, it needs to end. Like this needs to change. We need to bring an ending to this behavior. Tell me about the World, please, first. Tell me about the World. Yep, because someone is really unhappy. The unhappiness that this is driving is what needs to end. You need to find your joy. You need to find your happiness and the secrets around it. Now, you may not be, again, I feel like someone is holding back here. You may not be communicating that you're unhappy, but I think it's more that you feel like they're holding back from you, and that is making you unhappy. And that's what's got to come to an end, because you don't feel like you can build while this person isn't giving you the whole self. And you're about to have this really very honest conversation about it. Tell me about the Page of Swords. How's this going to go? Tell me about this Page of Swords, please. Oh yeah, you're like, you know what? This is not the relationship that I want. This is not how I envision a relationship. This is not how I've had relationships in the past, and this is not. I don't want my relationship to be like this. One more, please. Yep, because I'm not going to be hurt. I don't want to. I don't want the pain. I don't want the suffering. I don't want the trauma. I don't want to be hurt. I want to release any pain and suffering. Okay, so that's going to be the nature of this conversation. I think that it will be you that's initiating it. I think you're just deciding which way to go first. Let's talk about thoughts and feelings, please, Taurus. Taurus, you're always so clear. Also showing up as the Hierophant, talking about how you're not feeling yourself as well. Thoughts and feelings, please. Yep. You're like, I want to move forward. I want to move. This card just jumped out too. Yep. I want to move forward without any fights, without any arguments. I want there to be harmony. Thoughts and feelings for the other person, please. You may be dealing with a Cancer as well, Taurus. Take 3, please, for the other person. Oh, there we go. All right. They're very work-focused. And their attention to detail. They might have an OCD tendency as well. Judgment in reverse. They may not... I think that they... Death card. Okay, so you've also got Scorpio showing up as well. I think that they're sensing that something is wrong, definitely. I'm not sure that they believe that things can be fixed. They want to work on things, but with this Death card, they know that there needs to be big change. The thing about this particular Death card is I'm actually a lot more drawn to the white and the light. So the white horse, the light in the background, than I am the dark, which is telling me that there's hope for change. So particularly since the Judgment here is in reverse and facing the Death card as well. When I pulled out Judgment, I felt like I was actually being judged and that it was affecting my self-esteem. So they may feel like they have low self-esteem because you're going to judge them or the other people are going to judge them, but they know things have to change as well. She's directly looking at that. So I think that they do want to work on things, but they may not believe in themselves enough to be able to be the initiator, which is why that you need to be this communicator up here. You need to start this conversation, definitely. All right, let's go into most likely outcome. It's getting so dark here. It doesn't look like it, but it is. Most likely outcome, please, for Taurus. Oh, this is good. New, exciting, passion, opportunity. Okay, beautiful. I like it. All right. So this is telling me that this week you guys will probably, after this conversation, decide to give things a bit of a fresh start. Look at this, cause for celebration. There's, the needing each other, relying on each other, allowing a healthy level of codependence, which probably isn't called codependence, but, being able to rely and having that vulnerability on both sides to need each other. Not putting each other at risk and certainly not wanting new starts and offing on new adventures, celebrating, coming back together, going on dates, going out. One more, please. Yeah, being vulnerable. This is what it comes down to for me, I think. I think this person is very, like I said, they're holding back. They're afraid to be vulnerable with you. And that's going to be the key. With this King of Cups in reverse and this fear of betrayal, it's very possible that that's why the Four of Cups is on there. It's more of a fear of betrayal, because I was like, it's not like there's actually been a betrayal. I don't feel that. It's like there's a feeling of betrayal. So therefore, potentially a fear of betrayal. But this person, I think that you're probably a lot more vulnerable with this person than they are with you in the most part. Again, this is a general. So if it's in reverse, that's fine. But I think that their key is they need to be more vulnerable with you. And I think that that's what is frightening them. With this Judgment card in reverse, they're afraid that you will judge them in some way if they do show you that vulnerability. So it's kind of maybe one of the reasons they're withholding from you. Let's get some advice, please, for Taurus. Beautiful. 4 of Wands. There's some really positive cards here, Taurus. Yeah, but you're still worried. Sun card in reverse again. There we go. Yeah. And again, this was kind of coming back to this Hierophant. This is you that's unhappy. You need to be it's drawing me back here, saying you need to communicate how you're unhappy. You need to share that. You can't withhold that anymore. You need to also communicate what's not only making you unhappy as the Hierophant, but also what is making you unhappy and what needs aren't being fulfilled in the relationship as well. Because you're not going to be able to flip that Sun to a happy card until you do, because of course you've got the 9 of Swords here. This you can see the possibility. There is great possibility here showing up in the advice with the 4 of Wands, the 1111 card, divinely guided, and marriage, happily ever after, all that sort of stuff. But you can't be worrying about it all the time. A healthy amount of worry is okay, but if you're feeling like this all the time, something needs to change, which is what we're seeing here with this World card. Something must change. And if this doesn't change, that's when you need to vote with your feet. Okay, you can't stay in an unhappy situation, no matter how amazing it looks on the outside, is what this is saying. It's the advice. Let's do Romance Angel first, and then we'll do a life lesson. Romance Angel, please. Soulmate, yeah. There is definitely strong soul connection here. It's coming through. 4 of Wands. This wanting to move forward, this communication that needs to happen. The Star card, even though it was in reverse. So there is, I think there is a strong soul connection, which is one of the reasons why you're also conflicted here. But that's okay. There just needs to be some tweaks, I think. That's okay. All right, let's look at which life lesson you should be focusing on for this week. So what life lesson should Taurus be focused on this week, please? What life lesson should Taurus be focused on this week? Whoa, okay, you got 2. Perseverance and acceptance. All right, we will read both. Okay, very fitting for this reading too. Okay, so perseverance. Taurus, as a soul, you're on a mission in this physical dimension. You are the only one who knows the correct path to take. Your intuition, your connection to spirit, is your compass. You have the power to stay the course, and you are stronger and more determined than you might first think. In order to experience many successes in life, you must mature and realize the strength within yourself and the quality of inner courage. Life doesn't just happen, we must make it happen. It is natural for us in this human school to shy away from what we believe to be difficult because we concern ourselves with how others will perceive us. We are afraid of failure, ridicule, or coming up short. Now is the time to make the proper changes and take risks and do things you never thought you could before. Your soul must learn to become aware of its inner strength. Live the joyfulness your soul yearns for and engage in activities you have always wanted to try but were afraid you'd fail at. Your soul would not yearn for something that you couldn't accomplish. You have the strength and fortitude to be capable of greatness. All right, let's look at acceptance. So tie this together. Taurus, right now your soul is learning acceptance. This may force you to feel out of control in a situation or with another person in your life. Just realize that the universe has given you this incredible opportunity to release control. Perhaps doing so will help you realize that there is a rhyme, a rhyme or reason to everything in life. Rather than thinking that these are accidents that are occurring, refer to these conditions as a moment of divine design. Maybe it's a person or a situation that you do not agree with right now. For the moment, instead of having a knee-jerk reaction based on an emotional response, stop, step back, observe, and make an attempt to understand both sides of the equation, which is an incredible gift for you to practice tolerance, grace, and patience. Realize that although you have come to accept a situation or a condition, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are condoning a behavior or that you support it. You see it for what it is and recognize that there is something rich to learn from it. So there you have it, Taurus. I think really important lessons coming through here. Let's go into the 3-card pick a card before I lose the daylight. It looks very bright here. It's absolutely not. It's just I have a really good camera that picks up every ounce of light. If you feel like you need a personal reading, you can find all of the details, including how to reach me, down in the description box below. Otherwise, I'm going to do a 3-card pick a card. That means you can ask any question you like of the universe. I'm going to draw 3 cards. Whichever card you're most drawn to is the answer to your question. So card number 1, please. Card number 2. And card number 3. All right. If you're most drawn to card number 1, your answer is do not stop. Don't stop. I just got that song. Don't stop moving. I don't know. Don't stop. Keep going. You're on the right path, okay? You're being guided to keep going. If you're most drawn to card number 2, your answer is choose a new direction. So you need to stop. Stop, reassess, think about what's going on, think about whether this is still serving you, think about how you want to get to where you're going, and then choose that new direction. If you are most drawn to card number 3, your answer is within the next few weeks. So you will be getting a resolution or some movement in this situation within the next few weeks. So look forward to that. All right, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. I love seeing all of your comments. Please keep them coming through. I read them all. I respond to as many as I can. Hopefully I'm speaking to you this time next week, and have a great week. Bye.